are in awe of your brilliance as a young artist, your powerful voice, deep lyrics, heartwarming rhythm. Can you please share some highlights of how you began your creative journey as a singer and a songwriter?
Thank you so much. That means a lot because I really admire all of you as well. Thank you for having me. Um,
Oh,
I started singing when I was really young. And there have been a lot of people on my journey that I'm so grateful for because I feel the experiences they have provided me with have shaped me as a person and an artist. Some highlights that really solidified my love of music and gave me opportunities to learn and grow came from the music groups that I've been able to participate in. When I was 9, I joined One Voice Children's Choir, and that was a really fun musical experience, and it just felt like a huge musical family, and it was amazing to sing with people who I loved. And shortly after that, I joined Kids
wow.
America, and that group gave me a lot of experiences with songwriting and collaborating because there were only 5 of us, and we all worked together to write and create. We just had so much fun, and the producer that put that group together really made a lot of sacrifices to mentor us and help us learn to create and find our own voice as artists. We were one of the youngest groups to skydive for a music video. That was definitely very exciting and a new experience for me. When I was 12, I joined Acapop Kids, and that was also a really exciting opportunity for me because I was able to work with some of the most creative minds in the music industry. I got to meet Scott Hoying, and I loved working with Shams and Ben. They were very positive and encouraging. And more recently, I joined Glowtivation. It's a musical girl group that represents the Glow Up doll line for Far Out Toys. And that was probably the most fun I've ever had recording and singing. And it was very exciting because I made some really great friends and I got to work with them on something I love to do. Um, all of these opportunities have given me the best experiences to learn and grow and find my own voice as an artist and be creative. It really shaped me as an artist, and I feel like I know who I am because of all of these amazing experiences.
That's so beautiful. Can you remember the first song you wrote and what inspired it?
I've written a lot of songs actually. I don't remember my very first one, because I've been writing from such a young age, but I do
Oh,
remember one that was one of the first ones I recorded. It was called Space, and what inspired it was really just school because people were not always the nicest, and I remember just wanting to express my emotions in some way, and it's hard to talk about feelings sometimes, so I feel like through music that really helps me express how I'm feeling, and so that song is really just about school and how hard it is to really find your place, and sometimes you just need some space to step back and find who you are before you get to know people.
well, that is so true. Before I get to the next question, could you like sing a bit part of that song?
Sure, I'll try
Perhaps
to
maybe the
remember.
first line or your favorite part of the song.
Let me
I
try
just
and
want to hear it.
yeah. Um,
Okay.
I think I can remember a little part of it.
All right, all right.
Okay. I get lost in space sometimes, looking up and
Wow.
down all around, trying to find my fears, my fears. I smile and I laugh. I will conquer my fears. I just need some space to find my place. That's all I can
Well,
remember.
that was so beautiful.
Thank
I
you.
just felt you could, I just felt you could just sing on and sing on out. It was really nice to
Seriously,
hear you
Lulu, you
sing
have a very, very
live.
good voice, Lulu.
I
Because, like,
swear.
yeah, if we hear you maybe on Instagram or so, it could be like people may say, okay, maybe you did it in the studio, they filtered your voice, and then
Yeah.
you singing live, and it's this beautiful. So you are really, really
Wow.
talented. We're in
Thank you.
awe. Yeah.
Thank you so much. That's so sweet.
Yeah. So, in the light of music, song, and your journey, what does art mean to you? What is art to you?
For me, art means healing. It's growth and a process.
Are you
Art is something that's very personal and expressive, and it's a way to show who you are. And when you're feeling open enough to
Yeah,
share,
I can hear you.
um, so I was saying when you feel like open enough to share your art that you've created and put your heart and soul into, it's just a beautiful thing, and it should be honored and respected because it's literally a piece of a person's heart. And they work hard on what they do, and they're using their creativity to make something that's very personal to them. So art is just healing for me.
With Lulu, we're in love with not just the art, but the artist. We love how our goals as a brand align with yours. We see your beautiful heart combining creativity and purpose. This could be vividly felt and seen in your recent post where you joined to raise funds for cancer research as a competitor at Georgia Has Talent. Can you share more highlights on the campaign and your experience so far being a part of the competition?
Wow, thank you so much. I'm honestly really happy to be doing what I love to do and share it in a positive way that can help other people. I feel that artists have the ability to heal hearts by sharing their creativity with others, especially if it's used in a way that's meaningful. I'm really close to my Aunt Rochelle, who I call Ra Ra. She is a mother of two of the sweetest little girls who I love with all of my heart. She's been a hairdresser and makeup artist on a lot of the sets over the years, and she's super talented and one of the most kind people I know. But in August, her mom Corinne passed away from leukemia after a very long battle.
Oh,
Even, even though she's at peace now, I know that my aunt misses her every day, and I just really wanted to do this for her. I've participated in talent shows before, and they're fun, but this is more than that. And really, what set this apart for me is that it had an amazing purpose to it. And it's not just about showing up and showing off, it's about raising money for a good cause and using your gifts to do good in the world. Um, Rara has done so much for me, and she's such an amazing person. She's a lot like her mom, always looking at the positive and using her talents to make other people happy. So when I saw that this talent show had a real purpose behind it, I really wanted to participate as a way to say I love you.
Wow, that's so inspiring. Yeah. So when we say you are beautiful and all these lovely things, we're not just saying them to just excite you and make you happy for the fun of it, right? They are actually who you are. They are actually the reality. So thank you. We cannot like thank you enough for all the beautiful things that you do. And we believe that you'll be so great. Like you would thrive beyond your imaginations. Please go on, Latifa.
yeah, sure, Eden. I really believe that she will thrive. She's a great person. Your lyrics are beyond the regular. Can you briefly share highlights of the thought process and how you choose your lyrics and song titles?
When I write music, I really just write how I feel and turn my thoughts into poetry to turn it into a song. Sometimes songs just kind of flow and come out naturally, and others take a lot of time to develop. And sometimes you have to just leave it for a while and then come back to it, and then the ideas will start flowing. Um, but writing things that are meaningful and might help someone feel better is what I like to do best. I like to write about my own experiences, and maybe people who are going through something similar will know that they're not alone when they listen to my music about it. Feelings of music being inspirational and lyrics shaping who a person is, it really just expresses who they are. And I take writing very seriously, and most of the time I just write down my own experiences and how I'm feeling. So, yeah.
Oh, well, that's nice. Your song "My Home" is another masterpiece by you. Kindly share the inspiration behind this work of art.
I think I wrote this song in October of 2021. And for some people, this song is about that place. Let me think. This song, I wrote it because for some people, home is not a place and it's a person.
Mm.
And that's how it is for me. My family is my home, and home is just where the heart is. So that is what inspired me to write this song, because sometimes it's just a person who feels like you're home. You feel safe and you can be yourself, and they'll love you no matter what.
You thrive in versatility as a singer, songwriter, and instrumentalist. Can you share a short story behind your love for the guitar? What would you consider most fulfilling about your creative journey as a singer?
My guitar was actually a gift from the producer of Kids America. A few years ago, he took us shopping and helped us pick out a guitar he thought we would like. He played them first and made sure they were good guitars. And I think we went to 3 or 4 guitar shops before he felt good about what he bought us.
Wow.
I have always wanted a guitar, so it was honestly a really big deal when I got to take that home. I think I actually cried with happiness because I was so excited. My new guitar teacher has been really helping me, and I feel like I've been making a lot of progress. I still play that guitar from Nate Hempel, and I'm really thankful for it, and I always will be. It was a very generous gift, and I'll always be so grateful for that because it was really what made me fall in love with guitar, and that's how I've written most of my songs, starting from guitar.
Yeah, this is not part of the question though, but why the guitar? And besides the guitar, are there other music instruments you like, and which is your favorite besides the guitar?
Hmm. Oh my goodness, that's hard. I do really I really love guitar and ukulele. They're very similar, but I also
Okay.
know how to play cello, and I think that one might be
Wow.
my favorite just because it's a challenge and it's really helping me learn how to like read music and understand music theory better. And cello's really helped me grow, and it also helps with fingerings, so it helps me with guitar as well.
Oh, that's lovely. Speaking of someone who connects to nature, and what's your dream life as an artist?
My dream life as an artist, I think I would
Yeah.
love to just have a balanced life. I would love to be able to perform, especially my original songs, because I think they have a very deep meaning to them and they mean a lot to me. So I would love to perform, but I would also like to have time for my family and friends and just free time. But music is something that I want to continue to do my whole life, because writing music is one of my favorite things to do. So in the future, I would love to have breaks, but I would also love to perform and become a well-known artist.
Wow, that's so simple and beautiful. Do you feel creatives in developed countries are advantaged than those in developing countries?
That's a hard question. I don't really know how to answer, but here is my
Okay.
opinion and observation about
Okay.
art. I believe we can make art out of
Okay.
really anything. Anything around us can be made into something beautiful. Um, this reminds me of Jackie Chan is a great example of this, actually. When I was 11,
Yeah.
I sang at Jackie Chan's Green Hero exhibit in Salt Lake City, Utah. It was a very eye-opening experience for me at that age to see what he was promoting in the world. The Leonardo featured original art made from recycled movie props and materials from sets around the world. I know where I live, we tend to be extremely wasteful. And Jackie Chan was setting an example and sharing a message that we can be better and do better. And he used art as a way to express this message, which was a very beautiful thing. The building was covered in huge, beautiful pieces of art that was made out of garbage. It was amazing to be there and see all of that beautiful art. And it got me thinking about how literally anything can be art and how art can have a meaning, purpose, and a message that can be unifying. I feel that the more awareness and opportunities we have toward creating and building support for artists, the better our quality of life will be globally. I think we all need to use things that we have around us to create art. And it's really just you can be creative using anything, whether that's your voice or building, really just anything. So, yeah, that's my opinion about it.
Yeah, Lulu, that's true. You're really a good person. But we love the relationship you have with your brother. We understand balancing work time and rest time is a struggle for so many creatives. Could you share a few tips on how you try to balance work time, rest time, and family time?
Thank you. My siblings are my best friends. It's been so fun to have my brother that loves music as much as I do.
Oh,
I honestly have struggled in the past with having rest time and balancing life with music. It's probably something I will always struggle with in this industry, but I have learned some things as I've gotten older. I think mental health is extremely important, especially when we live in a society that makes us feel like we're on this treadmill every day. There is so much to do and only so many hours in a day. So sometimes I have to take a step back and really consider how I'm feeling. I think it's important to know when to take breaks. And when I start struggling in school, I know it's time to step back from music for a minute so I can put more of my focus and time onto that. And sometimes the work in music can start to pile up as well. And so I also have to know when to say, I'm sorry, I just won't be able to make that deadline. So sometimes I have to pass up opportunities, but I always do it with such a grateful heart. And I do love referring friends for work when I can. And my family is really special and important to me as well. I try my hardest to put them first before anything and make time for them because they truly have done so much for me and supported me through some very difficult times. And they've been there throughout my entire journey. And I would love to be there for them as much as they've been there for me.
well, that's so lovely. Something came to my mind, Lulu. A question I feel like asking. I don't know if you're comfortable, but do you sometimes like, are you the kind of artist that you listen to your songs a lot more than other artists? Or how do you, and also how do you feel when you listen to songs you've made before, like long before now?
I do listen to other artists a lot. If I'm being honest, when I create songs and record them, it's a bit hard to listen to myself sing because I always know that there's something that I could have changed or done better. But I'm also very proud of what I've done. But other artists are so amazing, and I get a lot of inspiration from them, actually. So, yeah.
Um, what does success mean to you?
Oh my, I've been asked this a lot, and I've thought about it a lot as well, honestly. When I was little, I thought success and making it meant being like a world famous household name with pop songs streaming on every platform and performing at concerts and people screaming my name and stuff like that. But as cool as that would be, I don't view success the same way anymore. And it looks very different for everyone. But I feel that I am successful just by showing up to face a new day every single day because every day is different and every day can be challenging. But by showing up at school and trying my best on my work, and when I come home and focus on my music and spending time with my family, and success for me is just trying to be a good person. That is a successful day for me, just working as hard as I can. And as long as I can continue to find balance, create, and enjoy life, and have a positive impact on the life of others who I meet on my path, I think I am successful. I don't want to just live and be famous. I want to live with purpose and create art that will help others.
Okay, thank you for that. Briefly tell us something we do not know about Lulu.
Hmm. I've told you I've been skydiving. Not many people know that. Um,
Wow.
I can also do impressions, and I love art and drawing, and I can also wiggle my ears.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. All right. What? Wow. 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 That's so impressive. Okay, let's go a little bit poetic. If poetry is a rainbow and you have a choice of one color in that palette, what would that color be and why?
Music feels like a color to me, And when I hear a song, I feel a color, if that makes sense. But I think I would choose purple because it's a balance between two extreme colors. And I think it's a calming color for me, and it represents peace, connection, maybe even balance and love. Purple is one of my favorite colors because it has a deep meaning that not many people know of.
Yeah, I can see on your board close to you the light on the music alphabet or says in purple.
Yes, I love purple.